Today I'm going to show you a very simple way to dress up table or chair legs, and all you need is a block plane.
Hit it!
So I just finished up this chair in the Guild, and it's actually a prototype, which means I went to Guild members and asked them, what do you guys think we could do to improve this design? This is just the starting point. Well, almost unanimously, it seemed everyone thought the front legs were a little too bulky, and they could just use a little bit more love. Now, what that actually is, it's hard to say, right? It's a matter of opinion in a lot of cases, but one thing I knew I could do was to increase my taper, right? So it makes them a little bit thinner and a little bit more delicate toward the bottom, and I think that made a big difference, but I still wasn't completely happy. And then it clicked. I remember an old trick that I've been doing in projects for a while now. I don't know why it didn't occur to me before, but that's to pillow two of the faces. Now this is something I've used in the past. In fact, our outdoor sitting bench project that we did utilized the same thing, and I'm going to show you where it comes from. Because I thought about it, it actually is an inspiration from David Marks, one of my mentors. So those of you who are fans of David Marks and the show Woodworks, you probably recognize this bad boy. This was the Bubinga veneered coffee table that he made on the show. And I just remember this had a lot of influence on me in terms of veneering, inlays, and the shape of these legs. So check out the profile from the top here. You notice that at one time, these were just simple square legs. But now they have this slight curvature added to them. It's not that noticeable from the front, but certainly from the top, you can see it. So when viewed from the front, you could see we still have the same fundamental leg. We haven't really made any major changes to it, but it just looks better. Now, you might disagree. You might have a project where having a very squared off leg is appropriate for what you're doing. That's perfectly fine. But for me, on most pieces that sort of sway into a modern direction, I actually think that softness looks really, really nice. And I think that's just the thing I need for my chair's front legs. So let me show you how I'm going to do it. So the curved profile is only going to go into two outside faces, but we need guidelines in quite a few places to pull this off. So I've got two squares. One is set for an 1/8, one is set for a 16th, and I'm going to use the 16th at the bottom and the 1/8 at the top. So essentially, I'm going to be drawing something of a tapered line, because I just don't want to remove as much material from the bottom where it's already tapered and smaller as I do from the top where it's a little bit thicker. Now on the end grain, I'm going to use these marks to just draw on a basic profile. This is just a plastic router base that happens to work really well for the shape I want, and just draw it on there. Now it is a tapered leg, so I'm just going to use a couple pieces of scrap here just to kind of shim my leg up, give me a little more support. Now I can just use the block plane to remove the material from the corners and kind of pillow it, work my way to a peak in the middle, and I really don't want to touch the middle at all. I just want it to soften in both directions, and I'm tapering it as I go down. Now once I get pretty close to my pencil line here, that's as far as I want to go on the very edge, but I still need to finesse that in to the center. All right, that's looking pretty good, so now I'll work on the other side. So this not only smooths the surface, but it also kind of acts like a plane in the sense that it just knocks down the high spots and gives us a nice, smooth, continuous surface. So I got to repeat this on one more face. So as you can see, it's a subtle change with a pretty substantial impact, and you don't have to put that much work into it. Now, if you have 10 of these to do like I do, sure, it's going to take a little bit of time, but I think it's totally worth it, because this is the kind of thing that takes your furniture to that next level. So when people look at it and they notice that little detail, they go, whoa, somebody actually gave a crap about this, you know? I mean, so much furniture we take for granted, but when you really look at something that someone cared about and put some blood, sweat, and tears into, suddenly it takes it to a whole different level, and it tells a story. And it's a story of your craft, so don't be afraid to take that extra time and put it into your projects.